Hello, friend.
Hello, friend. Welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
And I'm Claire.
And we're back for Mr. Robot Season 4. Episode 1 was a banger.
Yeah.
It was such a great start to the episode. So I wanted to say, I've been praising Sam Esmail the whole time, because he deserves the praise. The director, writer, producer, showrunner. But, I wanted to talk about, because someone mentioned it, was the cinematographer, Todd Campbell, because he deserves so much praise as well.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone on this show does. Actors, props, everything.
Has it
sound.
been the same one the whole way through?
Yeah, apart from the pilot. Tim Ives, it says, did the pilot. But, Todd Campbell. Great cinematography.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's done anything else since. I'm not sure. But, yeah, there we go. It looks... Oh, that first episode was so good. I literally edited it yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. And it's...
Nice.
So good. But we're on to episode 2 of season 4. What could happen? This is season 4, episode 2, 402, payment required. I imagine that's... I've only ever seen the 401 unauthorized.
403.
No, what's 403 then? Is it not required or something like that?
Maybe.
404 is page not found.
Oh, maybe I'm
100%.
thinking of page not found.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I've never heard of payment required. Anyway, air date was on the 13th of October 2019, directed by Sam Esmail, and written by Kyle Bradstreet, who we've had before writing. What can we expect? Angela is dead.
Oh, yes.
Darlene thinks she's still alive. She's kind of losing it a little bit. She's on drugs. Elliot's kind of done with that, but doesn't want to tell her or show the picture to her. The episode culminated in Elliot being drugged.
Yes.
It ending, the credits happening.
Yeah.
And then nope.
Nope.
Who's he woken up by? Philip Price.
Yeah.
They going to work together to take down White Rose?
Yeah.
I think he probably was listening in, obviously, because they were with him.
Yeah.
To see what he would say, I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
What his motivation, what his plan was. And there we go. So, yeah, I don't know why I kept it on this.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
I didn't read anyway. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. I don't know where it's going to go. We've got 12 episodes, so let's get on with it. Full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. Let's do it.
It's the brave traveler.
Oh no. Payment required made me think of Vera when I read it first. The whole episode is this.
Not like your video.
Yeah.
A symbolic breach in the structure that separated millions.
That the Berlin Wall.
1989. The world
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
up for grabs. Soviet Union was collapsing. Where some saw freedom, young to Minister Zhang, a new world order. Zhang formed an investment group called Deus. The goal? Bring together the world's wealthiest, most powerful men, control and manipulate global events.
Man. This is crazy.
World leaders, he was a damn good salesman.
That was really good.
Yeah.
The Deus Group was rich on oil. Running the world turned out to be surprisingly easy.
Man.
I have to say, what better way to gain leverage on everyone if everyone was connected?
Creating the internet.
This is so cool. This
Yeah.
is great.
Without hesitation, everyone
Well
jumped
changed.
online. Bank accounts, DNA data. The whole world volunteered to take part.
Yeah, it's insane how much
Checked the
people...
box and clicked I agree. With the Deus Group behind
Does
it,
anyone read
Eco
to that?
became the world's biggest front. Zhang had been perfectly positioning himself to take total control. Zhang's billion-dollar machine.
Ugh. I got goosebumps,
Under the
man.
Washington Township nuclear power plant. The Deus Group now understood we were working for Zhang, not with him. His pet project had been the singular purpose of the Deus Group.
He just
all
used
along.
them all. That's insane. This song was used in the GTA 4 reveal trailer. It's such a good song. It's like a remix, or it sounds similar. Damn.
Consider yourself lucky. I was the one alerted when you walked into that apartment.
Things have changed. This is insane.
Crazy,
I like how
right? Yeah, I never thought we'd still be here either.
He's talking to us.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was
we
going to say.
don't.
Like, I mean, usually even Elliot would have done the beginning
Here
opening,
we are,
but
still alive. The crazy part is, we were saved by him. Question is, what's the angle? It ain't free.
It won't work.
If I can find a way to rob the Deus Group, White Rose loses everything.
The Deus Group is impenetrable.
well, that's never
White
stopped
Rose
him before.
You can get us in.
Excuse me?
Last I checked, you're still the CEO. We can take them all down. Have to have a contact at the bank. A real contact.
Oh, Joe Garson.
Susan Jacobs.
Oh,
E-Corp. She was my designated associate.
she's the one who got killed.
Cyprus National Bank.
You can get around two-factor authentication.
You think the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia has the same cell phone number for more than 5 days? Chairman of Royal Dutch.
Tell me how I can get a hold.
Well, that's where you will run into some difficulty.
No.
Susan Jacobs disappeared. I haven't received another contact. I'm sorry. I really can't help you.
Just when they were gonna work together.
He has
know
helped
what
him
they've done.
by saving his life.
You're trying to stop a speeding train by standing in front of it.
It's a good.
This is just a blip. They won't even notice.
White Rose killed your daughter.
How does he know?
He got the. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I guess he figured it out.
You think I didn't look into you too?
He looks into everyone. Jesus.
I don't know how you justify the shit you do. Maybe you want to look back at what White Rose did, see it as necessary evil. Or maybe you don't look back at it at all,
Try to forget.
because deep down you know what happened. What's wrong? Something inside you is telling you to stop looking the other way.
That's crazy.
That can start here.
Can it? With Phil, really?
Maybe.
It's like I said, it's not possible.
Just get them all in a room together.
You want me to randomly request the entire Deus Group gather in one place?
In the next 8 days.
Is that all?
All I got.
Anything
Once
else?
White Rose starts shipping her projects.
You've
So
done
remember.
White Rose's bidding thus far and paid a horrible cost. That loyalty won't be lost on her.
So interesting.
If it's your life you're worried about, doing nothing, not fighting back, you may as well be dead.
I mean, she's got a point.
Yeah.
If you're not going to do anything, what's the point of even living?
I became a dead man walking the minute I agreed to work with White Rose.
Damn.
It's true.
That music as
Because it is
well.
like
that
one
is like-
step out of line.
Yeah.
They don't
Just
hesitate
like
to
you.
kill someone.
That was weird.
Where is he stood?
Yeah. There has been some weird, like, interactions with both of them this season. The same happened with Darlene.
He isn't
Like,
out.
it's so interesting, though.
Yeah.
It's Mom.
Ah.
Starlane.
Gone. Elliot.
Oh,
Your mom was the nicest, most thoughtful woman. When my dad died, she gave me a shoulder to cry on. You must feel so blessed to have had her in your life.
Yeah. We feel totally.
What are we supposed to do?
When my dad died, I turned towards the
I
Lord.
mean, with the boxes.
Literally, what do we do?
Donate everything.
Everything.
she was like, oh, she's so lovely and
Yeah.
warm, and they're like,
Nope.
we don't care. I knew there's a reason they're showing her so much.
Yeah.
About yesterday.
Well, cool. Let's just get this done.
I mean,
Why
I
didn't
don't.
I pack like that?
Yeah, I mean, you could have. But you care about your stuff. I mean, they clearly don't care that much. Right? Considering.
What are they going to find?
Are you gonna help?
Nah.
What's the hurry?
Got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Don't you feel a little relieved?
I guess.
It's gonna be such a weird feeling though, right?
Yeah, imagine.
Still their mum.
Yeah.
Why should I feel like a dick for being happy? She was an asshole.
Oh.
Why is it even here? Mom hated music. Hold up.
You're not gonna keep
I'll
it.
take it if you don't. Cassettes are full on back.
Who's buying cassettes?
Where do you even buy cassettes?
I thought it was vinyl. He wanted that. Is there a specific tape in there as well? Because he did look at it, didn't he?
No.
Mom had a safe deposit box?
Oh.
And how long did you work under a
What is in there?
Since I started the New York office.
Oh, is this her meeting?
Yeah.
How do you treat a squad? Oddities?
No, he treated everyone fairly with respect. Both in the office and out in the field.
Did you ever see Agent Santiago do anything suspicious? It's October 23rd. It's not every day an ASAC ups and erases security cam footage before dropping off the face of the earth.
All right.
You okay there, Agent Apiro? Sorry.
No. Not at all.
No.
I wonder why.
Pretty sure he's dead.
Can I have some water?
She looks better than she did.
Yeah.
Ugh, this creepy sound and...
There's something I know I should tell you, but
But what? We're both here for the same reason. Find Agent Santiago.
I think Agent Santiago was a double agent.
I think he's Dark Army. I just got a feeling.
A double agent.
Well, she's not gonna rat herself out.
Using your former commanding officer working as an operative against the Bureau.
Having a little trouble saying this aloud.
She's gonna rat him out, but not rat herself out.
I don't know though. Will that help her at all?
Worried about what might happen, about the repercussions.
What repercussions?
Oh damn.
Oh, her mum.
Yeah.
Santiago was working with some awfully dangerous people.
No, it's our duty to uphold the integrity of the Bureau.
Oh no, I'm so worried about Dom.
Whenever you're set.
What about her mum?
Can you tell me who Agent Santiago was working with?
Is she gonna?
The Trujillo drug cartel.
Huh? Is this what she's been told to say?
Maybe.
Oh man. It's Janice.
Yeah.
That was a good cut. That's really nice.
Dug out?
On site.
How was the interview?
Fine. We're good.
Yeah.
Clarify for me what you mean by good.
Bought it and praised me for coming forward.
That's encouraging.
I mean, I was a little nervous at the start, but then I was fine.
Is she now in his job?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. As sure as I can be, I guess. 99.9% sure.
Interesting. Well, it is just a... You stay calm and keep a level head.
What imagery for this?
Let us know if there's anything you need, and we'll do the same.
Acting like it's so normal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the...
Want Beatrice with me forever.
There's the cost of living and the cost of dying.
Beatrice.
Taking way too long.
Susan Jacob?
No, death.
And then there's the real price, the emotional toll. What are you doing with all this? The toll Elliot isn't willing to pay. He's not ready to or just doesn't want to. I'm not talking about paperwork, kiddo. I'm talking about the fact that your mom died this morning. Maybe you should take a minute.
There is no minutes to take.
It's gonna eat away at you like everything else you're holding in.
We need to take down White Road, or we die. Darlene dies.
Oh, very good point. He's being
Observation also pick up on that.
he's being very standoffish, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just
I
doesn't
agree.
even.
That could have gone better.
I was gonna say, like,
How the hell should I know what she would have wanted?
Cremation, cardboard coffin, cheapest urn.
Damn. What a cut.
Why are they sat next to a snowman?
It's Christmas.
What's in it? I mean, there's got to be something important in there, right?
Will she see that?
Oh, darling, I don't think there's anything important in there.
Is she gonna
You don't
see
know
that?
that for sure. I mean,
Clearly not.
maybe there's some secret, like the secret to why mom is such a bitch. Adoption papers. Your adoption papers. Yo, asshole! Please stop ignoring me.
What the fuck is with you, man? I'm here, aren't I?
Did she see it? She must have.
No,
she did.
you're not.
No?
I thought you said we were cool.
We are cool.
Okay, then.
Why are we shouting?
Come with me to the bank.
What is the point? It's not gonna change the fact that mom's dead.
Just fucking come with me.
They're
Hey, there goes some anger issues.
They're really connecting today over this.
I need to go.
She's just
Probably the most they've communicated for a while, you know.
Yeah. Is that Kevin McAllister, the snowman?
Maybe.
Remember when we were kids and you were scared? And I would tell you to squeeze my hand. You knew I was there and it was okay.
I need you to squeeze my hand.
Yeah.
Well, now I need you to help me.
I feel like he's really blocked out so much of his childhood.
Oh, well, yeah, 100%.
Condolences.
It's okay.
I guess, like, you were shouting about your mum being dead.
Please, sorry about your co-worker.
I'm sorry to interrupt. You should see this.
Is that gonna...
Tonight, following the report of an apparent
Oh, is it going to be the agent?
You
Yeah,
met
that...
with them today, didn't you?
Ugh.
They haven't publicly released the name, but it's Agent Horton from the Santiago case.
99.9% ain't good enough.
No.
Jesus. How did I call that? Oh my god. Dark Army are messed.
They are.
Ugh.
Gone. It's policy to dispose of the contents after a 120-day grace period.
Ugh. Well, that's
You threw away my
good.
mom's shit?
It's policy.
I mean, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Give you a few minutes.
Yeah.
The poor guy, I mean, jeez. I get her anger and
Yeah.
frustration, but you don't have to take it out on that guy.
We still have to pick up her fucking ashes.
That was a quick cremation.
Come on, Elliot. I know you got a lot going on, but...
What's going on?
It's about the fact that you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
About mom? Fucking sue me for not giving a shit about her after what she did to
Not
us.
mom, Angela.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
How do you just move on like that?
He just bottles it all up. All inside.
I haven't.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Open it.
What is it?
How did mom get this?
No idea.
This wasn't for her.
Is it for Angela's mum?
Maybe she wished it were. She was lonely.
Are we going to hear it?
Probably at some point.
I'm gonna listen to it.
There you go.
And you're gonna listen with me.
I can't.
Is it going to be Angela's voice on there or something?
How are they going to listen? I'm very intrigued.
It's 100% got to be her voice, right? Man.
We're live. Ready, Angela? Okay. Ready. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, Washington Township. We're your hosts, Elliot Alderson, and Eileen Alderson, and Angela Moss. We're here to say, ready? Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Moss! Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love love you. We love you too.
So
that
they
made me
recorded-
cry. Oh, man.
They recorded a Mother's Day message for not their mother, but Angela's mother instead.
Yeah.
Damn, they went through some childhood trauma.
Yeah.
You're a little
I feel like I'm Elliot in this moment. I'm like,
The truth.
Happy holidays, Philip.
The truth is simple. Let's give that a shot. I'm
our
resigning
truth is the truth.
as CEO of Ecor by end of year.
Yeah. They'll no longer have these fun chats.
Means, of course, I'll be parting ways with the Deus group as well.
You will simply have to wait. My project has not yet shipped.
Yes, yes, I understand, but here's the thing. I don't care.
Did you write this script?
Apparently so.
What's he smell? Like he smells thing, you know?
No,
like...
he looks angry.
Do not forget your loyalty.
Ticking.
My loyalty has been unquestionable. Taken nearly everything from me. I'd like to leave with what little I have left.
For me to replace you as CEO, the Deus Group members must all agree on your successor.
Okay.
In person.
Well, perhaps a New Year's celebration will befit this fresh start.
Oh, wait.
Your request is absurd.
And yet I have faith you'll find a way.
Nice.
That is not how this fucking game is played!
It's not a fucking game, it's my life.
It's too late now. Yeah, he might.
That word. There's an end point, and I've reached mine. You should be happy. You won.
Nice.
Nice.
He's actually gonna pull it off.
Ooh, angry.
Ugh.
Yep, that tree is gonna be pushed over.
Get wrecked. Ugh. He looked so pretty.
Did his parents never teach him that you don't always get your own way?
I mean, saw him. Well, seen the anger before, haven't we?
I played my hand.
And?
Now we wait.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you.
Yeah.
Doing it for Angela.
Yeah.
Ready? Who was that?
No one.
Well, it was obviously someone.
Secrets.
I saw your phone earlier when we were here
It's obvious.
and on the train platform.
Oh, is she gonna tell him?
Why are you hacking
looks
Susan
nervous.
Jacobs' equine wallet?
Why do you care?
Because I killed her.
Why?
What did she do with the body?
They burnt it in the dog
Oh, yes.
thing. When he was in prison. Like, he obviously knew nothing about any of this. Oh, no.
The
What's he
last
gonna think about this?
transaction in her equine wallet.
The animal shelter.
This music.
It is me.
God, we're gonna end this episode with this huge drop.
It's you.
F Society needed a new base.
But she caught you.
Oh my god.
Supposed to be out of town.
This means he will lose contact, but he won't know who's in
Yeah.
charge now. He's gonna
No
fuck
way.
everything.
What did you do?
What, you want me to say it?
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah, you're not meant to say that at that point. You're like,
Man, that's a bit beyond that. Get it?
Why did you tell me?
I had to know that we'd still be okay. Even if you knew what I did.
Oh man. I mean, can you be okay after that? Still related.
I read what she did. Washington Township case.
okay, at least he knows the
Reasoning, yeah.
drive.
I need everything you have on Susan Jacobs. Susan Jacobs was also working for the Dark Army.
As everyone most is.
Everyone is. You probably are.
No, I've been rumbled. Man, the soundtrack this episode's so
And what does that have to
sinister.
do with you?
I'm going after a white rose.
Ooh, sinister church.
That bell's
Bells.
ringing at appropriate times today.
You know that's suicide, right?
What's he got to lose now, you know?
Yeah.
Probably.
Why not give up?
Can't. She'll find me.
Kill him anyway, yeah.
She'll find
Yeah,
us
you-
both. That's why you're doing this.
You just need to work together. Get it done.
I'm in.
No.
She's not gonna live if he's
Yeah, but
killed.
Exactly why I didn't tell you in the first place.
Because he didn't want Angela in the first place, and look what that led to.
Besides,
right?
you need me. Right now, we're all that's left.
Uh,
Okay, if this is... We're doing it together. Give me your phone.
We're gonna pair it.
this is gonna end up bad. She's...
PS cord so we could share locations.
Good idea.
Okay, I'm in
Kind
whether
of
you like it or not.
find my sister at.
I wasn't expecting you to say White Rose. I figured it had to do with Vera.
He doesn't know.
Vera, what does he have to do with anything?
Well, that's what I was wondering. I mean, he freaked me the fuck out when he showed up at your building a couple months ago, but when I told you, you just blew it off like it was no big deal.
Did Mr. Robot hide it from him?
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Oh.
I don't
Ugh.
need to worry about him, do I?
Ugh.
No.
You coming?
Damn. Give me a sec.
I'll be right there.
I just need to have a word with my friend.
I don't know what Darlene is talking about.
Price made his move. We might actually have a shot at White Rose, but none of that matters because I can't fucking trust you.
Listen to me. I don't know anything about Vera.
You heard what she said. She told one of us, and it wasn't me.
There's no reason for me to keep that from you.
It's gonna be some other, like...
God.
Knocking each other out, fighting for control.
Is it gonna be the mum?
I am telling you the truth.
Or little,
I am not the one Darlene talked to.
It's 100% gonna be. No.
Was it little one?
Or young
Little-
Elliot. That's
little
what. It's
Elliot?
gotta be one of them.
Because they all showed up.
It wasn't me.
Who was it?
Who was it?
I've got goosebumps.
Who?
My God, this.
What is that
bloody
noise?
shit. That is a ticking, constant ticking. That is the plant making that noise.
Or has he got an Angela? Oh, it's little Elliot.
Is that Little Elliot?
I think it is.
They've used different actors for Little Elliot. I know
Yeah.
that. Oh my God.
I've been looking all over for you. You shouldn't be sitting there. That's not your seat.
Why?
They're not ready yet. We need to wait.
For what?
For him.
Oh my. Is this in his
You mean
mind?
Mr. Robot?
No.
Elliot?
Elliot?
No. The other one.
What other one? This was the room where he met Tyrell. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say. Like. The other one.
You've not seen this season, have you?
No! I don't know what's going on.
I'm like, you don't know what's up. Do you think that Tyrell was not actually...
No, but there's no way.
What? We didn't realise Mr. Robot wasn't...
I know, but there's no way there could be. Damn you, commenters. I know you looking at us freaking out like, what is happening? Man. This show.
We need to watch the next episode now.
We can't. We just can't. We've run out of time, Claire. Oh my God.
You say you spill.
My brain's gone to mush. This fucking show, Claire. You say that.
Fuck this show.
Payment required. That was episode 2. What did you think of that?
I'm now trying to rethink my whole fucking life.
The whole show, like.
I'm like, was Tyrell real?
We've said about this before. We did
I
mention.
have questioned if Tyrell was even actually a person.
But he's got to have been.
Like, hey, if Elliot's into
Because
all that
like
BDSM...
because no because like he's got to have been because like she's interacted with Tyrell and him separately.
When?
She spoke to Elliot in the street, like his wife. Right?
Yeah.
And he said he was Ollie. Right? That's one example. The other example is Phil went round Tyrell's house, spoke to him, and then spoke to Elliot.
Yeah, but was he though? Isn't that the same times as like F Society?
No, he said, Mr. Alderson, you're as much a part of this as well. That's what he said.
Yeah, but we know we get tricked into...
Yeah, I mean, we can be... It could totally be tricking us. I don't know.
Because when you think in the beginning with F Society, when Mr. Robot was there with Elliot, and it all looked like they were actually communicating in the moment. But that's why I'm now like...
Yeah, but no, I don't think anyone ever really interacted with Mr. Robot the whole of first season. They didn't talk to him directly. He was there. And the only time they interacted with him is if Elliot wasn't there. But what I'm saying is people have interacted with... I don't know. It just don't make sense. Unless they work a way to make it make sense. I don't know.
But it would make sense because of that room.
That's the thing. That room.
Who else could it be?
Yeah. I thought we're jumping ahead anyway, but how could you not?
Who else? Could you imagine if Elliot's alter ego right now is CTO of E Corp? Because that's what you've got to look into it. If it is Elliot, is Tyrell as well?
How? I just can't make heads or tails of it right now.
He might be into some BDSM. He's got a kid.
No, but it don't make sense.
He killed.
No, but that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. Who else?
Because he shot Elliot and then Irving
himself.
interacted with both him and Tyrell.
himself.
Do you know what I mean? And then Angela separately interacted with Tyrell while he was lying there. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas things like that didn't happen with Mr. Robot.
Who else is there?
It could be just some hidden thing. I don't know.
Who else was in the orange?
QWERTY!
The fish.
It could be QWERTY!
It could be Angela.
Angela's dead!
Yeah, but he could have created an Angela persona.
Again, it doesn't make sense.
Because this is the thing you've also got to think of it as that Tyrell could have been a person, but he could have died at one point.
What point?
I don't know.
I don't know, Claire.
I'm just saying, Mr. Robot was a person. He died. He left.
Yes, I get what you're saying.
Like, his mum was a person. She has her own storyline. Look, we literally just saw her like a few episodes back. But she's her younger self. So it could be any... Like,
I think you've lost your train of thought there.
Like, we're thinking of people now, but it's like...
Yes, I get what you're saying.
It could be Tyrell. It could be...
Yeah, but this is just... That...
I'm thinking, could it be someone else from F Society? Like, there's Mobley, Trenton... Romero. They're all dead though,
I like how you tried to copy me and you didn't hear what I said. Romero.
They're all dead. Was that just them?
Yeah.
Like, was there anyone else? Like, could he have been two people in F Society?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who could he be?
It can't, because you're saying he could have been Trenton or Mobley. They were framed clearly in front of the world.
No, but I'm just saying, like, who else was in F Society? I'm trying to, like, work out.
I don't know. This could be someone we don't know.
This could be.
But that would feel like it's not... I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
We just don't know! know.
We don't know yet. We got 11 more
Do you know
episodes.
what? I really want to be in that Hadron Collider at this point because it might make everything make sense.
Yeah.
Just
I'm trying to
me.
think back as well to that crazy episode in season 1 where it all glitched out and it went through like he was at a restaurant, she was eating QWERTY.
Yeah.
Because like that's gotta, like, the bits in that have to have made sense. Like they have to make sense from like to now. And that's what I love about this episode as well, and this show in total, is that everything's connected and everything is paying off. Like Susan Jacobs. Like I don't know what to think. Are we dumb for not getting it? Probably not. I'd like to say we're not. I'd like to say like we're, because like you didn't.
Thing is, the most logical thing is the Tyrell thing because of that room. But then I'm also
but then
like,
it's probably
how?
like exactly. That's my questioning of it. Like that's why I said it was Tyrell's the room.
Yeah.
It's not his seat. Tyrell sat there.
I love that moment then, where Darlene's like, "You told me that he was back," and then you just see him like,
look at Mr. Robot.
and then Darlene moves in the way.
Yeah,
doesn't he?
yeah, that's what I like.
And then,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Why are you keeping this? I didn't tell. I didn't." Just like, ew.
Who was it then? What a that end scene, man! Just pulling
Like,
him from the
jumped straight
city.
to the end, like.
But that noise as well.
Was the chair?
No, but I don't think it was the
No.
chair.
That's
think
what I
it cut
imagine
into
a
the-
Hadron Collider sound.
That's what I
starting
said.
Up like a
Hadron. But that's what I said.
Yeah.
I said it's the. Anyway, man,
Right.
what an episode! Like this show. How
I
have
love the
people
fact
not
that
watched
finally you were like, "Fuck this show."
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's always been me every time. It's been like, what?
Yeah. I mean, this episode like gave me goosebumps. It made me
Cry.
fret. It made me cry. The Berlin Wall came down in 1989, the year I was born.
Nice.
So, but we started, which was weird.
Yes, but we learnt about White Rose, basically, didn't we?
What about he's Philip Price?
What?
Philip Price? What? That's the other one. That's amazing. I have no idea.
Yeah, but then it'd be Angela's dad, and that just gets a bit too confusing.
Yeah.
You could be anyone!
It's quirky, I'm
Anyway.
telling you.
Anyway.
It started off with a monologue from...
Sorry. She was saying he could be quoted. I'm just imagining Darlene in his flat talking to a fish. What do you mean Vera's back on the scene?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I mean, this show's
You
weird.
edit some bubbles there.
You know? Yeah.
So you see the Berlin Wall, and it's all...
But it starts off with a monologue from Phil Price.
Yeah.
Which I said was weird because it's always Elliot talking. But Elliot has not been talking to... What if it's us? What if that's the other one?
It's me.
Like,
What have we been doing?
yeah, but he's been communicating with us the whole time.
Yeah.
Until now. It could be. Did we miss a... Well, wait. We watched it happen.
Oh, fuck, we did. But we didn't watch the conversation with... Do you know what I mean?
Like her telling us.
Yeah, that Vera was outside and us being like, oh yes, thanks for that.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying.
You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I do.
The other one,
Are we the bad person in this?
we have kept things from him before. Well, he thought we had.
Yeah.
I mean, I had, because
But
I'd
you're
watched
skipping
season
past
one.
the Berlin Wall.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the weird part is, like, Elliot has always spoken to us, and he would do that monologue.
Yeah.
But this time Phil Price is doing it. But obviously
Yeah.
he's talking to Elliot at that
Yeah.
moment, because Elliot didn't know this stuff.
About the rise of White Rose.
It's God. I was going to say, is it God?
Deity.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it God? Why didn't I say that? God was the first thought I had. Deus is God. And that's
Okay.
what their group is called.
So they're talking all about the Berlin Wall and like the opportunities it
Why
gave.
didn't I say
the
that? I'm very annoyed
uprising.
at myself, sorry.
The uprising, and then like one person saw that
Well,
they
they-
could profit. and
Yeah, well,
benefit.
so like where some people saw like the Soviet Union crashing and all this union
Yeah.
happening as like a good thing, others saw it as a bad thing.
Yeah.
But then Minister Zhang,
Yes.
well, when he was younger, saw it as
Yeah.
an opportunity to do
To
things
bring
differently
together people.
from all around.
It's kind of the top
Yeah. He saw it as an opportunity to take control and do things differently.
Kind of the 0.1% to come together as a Deus group.
As a group called Deus, which stands for God, which I didn't mention it in the reaction because there was a lot going on. But yeah, because I knew, because Deus Ex Machina is a thing like made by God or something like that. There you go. God from the machine. Yeah, there you go. That's what I said it was. Yeah. Anyway. So he created this group called Deus, and it's all the top people. So he wove his way into everyone. Like he met with, like, we saw Putin, we saw Obama, we saw everyone, the Queen.
They control. He was knighted.
It's really cool how they use the footage. How they it's so
basically
cool
that they control everything that goes on in the world.
Good start. I love the way it started as well with the no signal TV screen, and it was glitching, which is another weird thing. But then it played out as a TV history thing. But sorry, you said they're playing God, did you say?
No.
What did you say?
I said that they control what happens in the world.
Yeah, basically playing God.
Yeah, playing God.
Which is Deus, that's it, literally it. But he was using it for his plant, his little pet project.
Yes, that he's built underneath
the Washington Township Post, which we knew about.
Yeah.
That was the cover-up for the whole thing. But yeah, it was all for that, and they all thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
A little joke, but
just let him carry
he was
on,
very serious about it, and it's gone spiraling out of control into what's happening. Yeah.
And it was a really, like, I feel like that's all he really said, wasn't it, about that? But then it kind of progressed to quite a... You could feel like Phil was very torn. Because you can see that he doesn't agree with what White Rose is doing, but you can also see he knows the power in which White Rose holds, that it's not the type of person you go up against. He's given Elliot a background that this is all the powerful people in the world. Like, even when he's describing it, he's saying, like, they're in control of all the terrorists. They're, like, these are big people.
Zhang has a group of terrorists and hackers, and they set
these
this
are
all up.
Big people that set up everything in the world.
But, like you were kind of saying about him wanting to help, like, it feels like he doesn't want to help, and he's saying to Elliot, it's a blip, this whole thing he's got here, it's not going to help. But, like Mr. Robot and him said, he wouldn't have saved him and been there if he didn't want to.
Yeah, because that's where
if there
we
wasn't
learn
a part of him that wanted to.
Phil is in charge of that room, and Phil's job is that if anyone finds the room, goes into the room, his job from White Rose is to kill them.
Yeah.
And then alert them that this person tried to enter. But he didn't kill Elliot. He was like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... but I like how also... you're talking about, like, so Elliot said you're as good as dead if, like, after all this, you're going to die. And he's like, I've been walking death since the moment I decided to help White Rose.
Yeah.
And I like the bit where he walks up to Mr. Robot. Well, he says that to Elliot, then walks to Mr. Robot and says, just like you.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
we had this interaction again, like I said, it happened with Darlene in the last episode.
Yeah, I get. Sometimes I don't know where Elliot is. Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
I know it throws you
you're
off.
Like,
it's really interesting.
It's all two different people that you're like, which one is actually?
Yeah. But
him
it's so weirdly specific that happening because, like he spoke to Elliot in one place and then in the next place.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas, and also with Darlene, she was talking to Mr. Robot, then Elliot said something and she went like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like
to me.
We don't see movement because there's the both of them. Like in reality, he could be walking over to where the other one,
exactly,
and changing because like
but those two occasions,
personality on the way.
Those two occasions happened in a split second. Is what I'm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah.
But Elliot tells Phil, doesn't he, that he's going to take down White Rose and this is his plan, and tries to get him on board, and Phil doesn't want to help, but then he does say, he tells him about that, like, them all meeting up, the bank, but there's only certain people that have access to it. And
I had a person.
He had a contact, but she's been missing for months.
Susan Jacobs, which is why we've shown.
But that's as much as that he really gives him, really.
Yeah, he's like, and I'm considering everything that's happened. I'm gonna not be CEO anymore, so I doubt they've not given me a new contact, so it doesn't matter. Meanwhile, Elliot's getting a phone call. I know the name was Dolores Hayes.
Yeah, which is code for Yeah.
Darlene, right?
Yeah. But I think this is where Elliot asks him that he needs to get all of the people in a room together.
And he's like, "Are you
"What?
crazy?
They don't even trust me. How is like?
How am I meant to do that?"
Yeah.
And like I said, your loyalty this far, you've given up so much.
Yeah.
Like think about what they did to Angela as well. He says
Yeah.
like, you know,
He's like, they killed your daughter, and you could see.
Oh
like,
yeah. He's like, yeah,
And
I
he's
looked
like-
into you.
Yeah.
Because like Elliot does that. He looks into
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder how long he knew that.
Yeah.
How long did he keep that from Angela?
You might have known for a long time. It's so crazy as well, this show. It's so fascinating to me because, like, Elliot is the main character, and Philip Price has been a big character in the show for so long, and they've had 2 interactions so far.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not forgetting any, am I? They had the Tyrell in the house.
Maybe like little run it, like, do you know what I mean? Passing.
I don't
but
think they ever did.
Maybe not. Maybe it is Phil Price. Maybe Elliot is one of the 0.1% and is trying to take down himself.
Yeah, but again, that wouldn't make it wouldn't make sense because then he's interacting with Tyrell in that scene. He interacted with Tyrell and Elliot. Like it just
having a conversation.
Logically,
with yourself, you know?
yeah. It's
Sometimes
like,
it's the most sanest conversations you have.
Yeah. But like that scene with Tyrell and then this, I feel like are the only times they've, which is crazy. I just think it's really fascinating that they're these big.
Yeah, because they didn't even cross paths at E-Corp at all, even though they were both working there phase.
No. They're these big, huge characters in the show, and they're only just like, it's cool. I really like it. But yeah, he's like, oh, I've got to do this meet. Oh yeah, and Elliot's like, set up this meeting with all of them. Oh, and got to do it within a week. And he's like, oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Like,
how is that even?
He's like, you'll work it out. And then he just leaves. He's like, I can't do this.
Then he gets called again.
But then Elliot's like to Mr. Robot. He's like, he's going to do it. There's a reason he saved us. A reason he's here.
Yeah, who will work something out.
Like he says he's in, and like Mr. Robot's like, I think he just left.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. So, but the call
from Dolores. Their mum is dead.
So they got the call. Mum is dead.
And they go to the nursing home. Really awkward scene, to be fair.
Yeah, the woman's
the
like...
nurse like, she was lovely, she helped me through this, and they're just
they're
like...
both like just staring like, what do we do with the boxes? Yeah. Oh, what do we do?
We just want to donate it all.
No, first of all, he's like, what do we do? And she's like, oh, well, I turn to God. And he's like, no, with the boxes. And she's like, oh, well, you can donate them? And he's like, yeah, all of it, whatever.
All of it. Oh, but then they say they can't.
We can't do it, you got to post it now, and... Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then they start going through the stuff.
Yeah, but her looking back as well when she went out, I was like, okay.
Elliot is just like chucking things at the boxes. He don't give a shit.
Darlene's put on a jacket and she's like
Darlene's
smoking.
gone in the cupboard, the wardrobe, and then you see that she's obviously like, that jacket must have meant a lot.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe their mum wore it a lot, that she put it on, and then she was like, oh, nice, because she found some cigarettes.
Yeah.
And she started smoking them at the
But
window.
Elliot's like, are you going to help or what? And
yeah.
She's like, nah. She's like, why you, what's the rush? And then she's like...
Yeah, he says, for someone that didn't visit and
didn't want to come to this room
for a few years, you sure don't seem like you want to leave it right now.
Yeah. It's really interesting because it turns out, like, obviously, like, I don't know how sad she actually is about the mum either. She isn't. It's more about Angela, and it kind of opens up and connects them to the Angela thing more, which is kind of interesting. But he finds the Walkman, yeah.
Then he goes to chuck it in the donate
He opens
box.
it, and then he...
Yeah.
But she's like, if you don't want it, I'm having it.
Yeah, that's your Walkman.
Yeah.
And then she sits down and opens a box and finds a safe deposit.
Safety deposit box.
Box slip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why would she have one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we cut to Dom.
Oh, God, with
having
a
a meeting about Santiago.
With Agent Horton.
Yeah, I didn't actually write his name down. I should have. But, yeah. I thought maybe he could just be in on it, but it makes sense that, like, they wouldn't have everyone in on it. But I thought it might be a test for her to see if she was actually going to keep to this or not. But, yeah, it wasn't.
We thought she was going to break it.
I thought she was, but then as soon as she spoke, I was like, that's the cover.
Yeah, when she said drug something, and it was like, oh, hang on.
Yeah, I like the little details as well as this.
They're
like,
trying to keep it.
Well, like as in like the wanting water and stuff, because she's clearly like freaking out or whatever.
Nervous and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's also quite cool that the cover story isn't far from
the truth.
The truth, which then I think makes lying a bit more easier because you're just twisting the
you're just
truth.
Twisting it a bit.
You're not making a whole new story.
Yeah.
With new plot line.
No.
You're just twisting what actually happened.
Yeah, man, Dom.
Yeah.
I'm worried for Dom. Worried for Darlene.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about the ending again. Oh, my brain.
Where do we go to next?
Well, no, it cuts to...
Is it the office?
The taxidermy.
Oh, yes.
And I really like that it's zooming in.
Yeah.
And then it cuts inside. It's like a really nice fake cut to it.
Yeah.
And she's just doing her thing and gets the phone call from Dom. And
isn't it that like what do they say?
How'd it go?
They've got like code words though, haven't they?
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah. Random code words
I
to
don't
say.
remember. But
yeah, and then she asks how it goes.
It's alright.
And it kind of flashes between the two scenes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's when we obviously see that Dom has got Santiago's
Yeah, well, that's what
place.
Irving said. Irving did say that.
Yeah, but I think it's that confirmation because it zooms in on that name badge,
Yeah.
name plaque on the table and stuff. It's kind of like she has got his role.
She was like, did he buy it? Like, how was it?
Yeah, sure.
How sure are we? 99.9% sure?
Then someone comes in, don't they?
She's like, okay. And she writes down like the agent's name,
Yeah.
And then, wow. And it's such weird imagery of putting the mask on, like she's putting a mask on.
Someone comes into the taxidermy shop and is like, oh, I'm just on the phone.
Do you know what I mean? Of like Dom putting
Yeah.
the mask on to like hide and man.
No,
I don't know if I'm reading too much into
sure.
that. Yeah. The woman's shoves the thing on.
Yeah.
And it's Janice's face like
Hang on, was it Beatrice to live with me forever?
Yeah. Which is the theme of this whole
Yeah.
what Angela wanted.
But yeah, the call ends and then she goes to the customer who just slaps a dog on the counter.
Yeah, that's what we say.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I wrote could have gone better. Why did I write that? I think that was the...
It's probably that she asked, could it have gone better?
No, I don't think it was in relation to that. Because the next scene is him and Mr. Robot talking at the funeral service thing. But yeah, they're talking about the equine wallet and Susan Jacobs and but then Mr. Robot is like, no, how are you? Yeah, what's going on with you? Like, your mum has died? Like,
yeah.
And he's like, Elliot's so shut off. And she's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I know why I wrote it. And he's like, shuts him out and is like, yeah, whatever. It's like, whatever it is we haven't got time for this, basically. And then that's when Mr. Robot speaks to us. Is like, yeah, I know, could have gone better. And he's like, fuck you, because he's talking to us.
Yeah.
I'm convinced it's us now.
Maybe,
I am convinced. I figured it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut to that
It's
table.
going to be Elliot looking at us going,
It's gonna
"Why
be
have
at
you
that
been keeping
table,
secrets
like
from me?"
looking around. Yeah.
You've been keeping secrets from me.
It's gotta be right.
Maybe.
This
Maybe we
whole-
were looking too far into it, literally.
This whole time.
Maybe.
Because he's not been talking to us, so why would we have told him about Vera?
Well, yeah, maybe if you actually talk to me and make effort with me, I will make the effort with you.
Yeah. Crazy. So we cut to Darlene.
Yes.
And he's like, I don't know what decisions to make. Like, whatever. Like, I don't know what she would... How the hell would I know what she wanted? And the guy's just staring. And then that's when...
Don't judge me.
Yeah, Elliot comes in and is like... Cheapest cardboard box.
Yeah,
cheapest
cheapest
done.
Yeah.
I mean, it is heartless, but at the same time, their mum was awful to them.
Yeah.
So what do you expect?
Yep.
Like, guess what she deserves, I guess.
Yep.
To live in his head forever.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So when we cut to the subway, a nice cut of them because like the framing's really good and it cuts, but then there's a snowman, which I think is like representative of Kevin McAllister thing. It's gotta be.
What?
The snowman they built. That's why I said
probably.
Kevin McAllister. Did you just think I meant Home Alone?
Yeah, I don't know what you're chatting about.
You're like, oh yeah. The snowman they built.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But you can see Elliot still looking her up, like news
Yeah, and this is
stories.
like she's seen it.
She did see it. We found out.
Yeah, surely, but he's looking away. But she's chatting about like, what's in this safety deposit
And
box?
then
What could it be?
They have this full blown argument, really.
He's
don't
like, why
they?
do you care? Like, why
Yeah.
she wouldn't have had anything interesting?
No.
Like, what does it matter? And she's
Like,
like,
no, I care that you don't care.
Yeah,
I don't
what
care
if
about
it's-
anything. Our mama's dead, and
Yeah.
you don't care.
what if it's about money or this
Yeah.
or adoption papers? Your adoption papers, and he's
Yeah.
still not listening. And she grabs the
Yeah.
phone and whatnot. And,
But why don't you care?
yeah.
But then he does end up agreeing to go to the safety.
Well, yeah. She speaks about how. Do you remember when you needed me? When
Yeah, when you would have your episodes when you was
Yeah.
a kid,
You'd
and I would say,
hold
hold
your
my
hand,
hand, squeeze it,
and then
as
you'd
long as you
it's-
know that
Yeah.
you can feel me, you're
I'm
okay.
real and you'll be okay.
Yeah. And she was like, in this moment, I need you.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that gonna come into? Did she say something about being real, like the situation or something being real, or am I making that up? Does that kind of come into play? Squeezing hand.
Don't think so.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you
Such a
mean.
little detail, but I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, maybe again. I'm probably looking too much into
maybe.
it, but there you
I
go.
love that this bit, that as the train goes past, the snowman just gets up and then goes,
Condolences.
condolences. They're even looking like,
Yeah.
what?
I, for some reason, half expected it to take the head off of Mr. Robot. It's just there. I don't know why. Yeah. Maybe Kevin McAllister's the other one.
Maybe.
Imagine if Macaulay Culkin turned up.
For this one,
And he's just like...
I don't expect anything
Shut
from
like-
the show.
Exactly, that's why I'm like going off the rails.
Yeah.
But there you go. Dom is in
Interrogating someone that's got a website.
an Irish, very Irish.
Yeah, I didn't
correct?
expect the
that
Irish.
voice,
I
no.
was like, oh, hello.
Yeah. He's into hiding criminals. Basically, he gets them
Yeah.
off scot, like a witness protection for criminals. And he goes. Something he says was really funny, but I can't remember what he said. But the way he said it, he kind of repeated himself, and yeah.
Because she says that he could help her.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
thinking she definitely just wants to run away.
Yeah, and that's when
Her
another
phone
agent
goes
comes
off.
in.
Her phone goes off
Yeah,
first.
but the agent comes in anyway.
And the text message says, sorry for the loss of your friend.
Yes, it's from
And
Janet.
she's a bit like, what?
Yeah,
and then the
yeah.
agent walks
Yeah.
in, and then they're like, sorry, come here. And then they look at the TV. And...
Someone committed suicide.
Yep.
And then I called what was going to be said. 99.9% is
Yeah.
not good enough.
And it turns out Agent Horton has just
make sure
jumped
it's
off an 8-story
100%.
building.
Man, it's crazy. So they're just...
Yeah. They're just
dark
killing people
army.
off. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. They're going to make sure they're doing
Yeah.
it good enough. So she got to lie again to someone else?
I guess so. I just think
Man.
that I was like, wait a second.
But we also obviously found out, like, in the interrogation with him, that he was saying how, like, did he do anything weird? Because he deleted the camera footage on the day
Yeah.
he disappeared, and
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, there we go. They go to the bank and
Yeah.
they check the deposit box. And
The guy comes up and it's just a policy.
Unfortunately,
The payment wasn't.
payment didn't keep up, so we
Yeah,
had to get
2
rid of
years
it.
ago, and there's a 120-day
And it went
grace
past,
period,
yeah.
so they destroyed it.
And then she like swears and you effing threw my mum's stuff away,
Yeah.
you asshole. And he's kind of like, I'll
Yeah,
give you a
give me a
moment.
few minutes.
Yeah, so
Then Elliot's just like, well, should we go then?
she's like, what? It was just a deposit box.
Yeah.
You don't even know what was in it. Like, why are you getting so irate? Why do you care? And she's like, why don't you care?
Yeah.
It's like, mum was awful to us. It's like, not about her.
Angela.
It's like, I do. It's like, how do you do it? How do you move on? And just,
Yeah.
he's like, I don't move on. He just bottles it up.
Yeah.
She's always done. So,
Then they're like, why? Then I think she's like, why do you think Mum had this
yeah.
cassette? And they're saying that maybe it's because she felt lonely.
The other one, could the other one be Angela? Like, it doesn't have to be, like, it could be a recent thing. He started
Yeah,
seeing
I
Angela.
did think that.
Yeah.
Because it's people that seems to be that his alter egos, we call them all.
But his
whatever.
mum and his younger self, I guess. Well, his younger
Yeah.
self, I guess you could kind
Are
of say
people
his
that
innocence
have-
is gone, but...
Are people that have meant a lot to him, really, aren't they?
And maybe he considers his mum dead to him this whole time,
Yeah.
so it could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's when we learn out what's on the cassette. So they open it and it says Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And then because they're like,
she's
why
like,
would
we're
she
listening
have-
together. He's like,
No.
But she starts listening, and I knew what was
And
on
then she
it.
starts to cry.
Well, no, they're like, yeah, why would Mum keep this? Maybe she thought it was for her.
Yeah.
Why would she even listen to it? Like, yeah, because it wouldn't make sense either if she listened to it.
Yeah.
Maybe she did listen to it, and she was just holding a grudge the whole
yeah,
time.
maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Darlene starts listening to it, and then she starts to kind of cry, sort of like react to it. And then Elliot goes and sits down next to her and just like holds his
I like
ears
how you can
against it.
slightly hear her voice.
Yeah.
And then it gets closer and closer, and then you can hear it. So
Yeah.
good. And then, yeah, it's like, oh, it's...
Presenters here, Elliot Alderson, Darlene Alderson, Angela Moss.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. Mrs. Moss.
We love you. We
Yeah.
do too. Made me cry. Really did.
Yeah.
It just like, it's
It
crazy
makes me wonder
because like...
when that was recorded though.
Well, it was when I was much younger, yeah.
But was that recorded like the Mother's Day before she passed? Like,
Who knows?
yeah,
You don't know.
like for them to have that cassette, unless Elliot and that were given it after she passed. You know, like
Maybe.
like this is for you to keep. Like,
Yeah. Who knows?
like did
Yeah.
Mrs. Moss ever hear that cassette?
Yeah, I imagine. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, it made me cry. The reason being, like, because like obviously we had last episode Angela being killed.
Yeah.
And it was more of a shocking thing than an upsetting
Yeah.
thing, if that makes sense. Like I said, they could have filmed it a completely different way, where Elliot was screaming, or or Darlene was there,
Yeah.
or whatever. But it was so cold, and that's
on
that's
their
what
own.
the Dark Army are. They're cold, and they don't care, and they just do that, and it's more shocking. And then this got to me. I don't know. It
Yeah.
just hearing her voice, and them younger and being innocent, and
Yeah.
the connection they all had, and how effed up everything
Yeah.
is. Man.
Society.
Yeah. Sad. But yeah, I think that's the first time I've probably cried. I had tears during Breaking Bad a couple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this show. White Rose is sorting out his
Oh,
Christmas,
Christmas
tree.
It's a very large Christmas tree.
It's a bit wonky.
Yeah. Phil comes in, is like,
You need to
bit
sort that out. Yeah.
It's like, so it is.
Happy holidays, Philip.
Yep.
And then Phil's like, so I'm resigning as CEO
Yeah.
at the end of the year.
It's like, I do not accept that.
You can't do this. Like, it'll take. We need to. Like, you need a replacement before
Yeah.
then. It will push back everything that's happening. It's like, like. Oh, and he's like, oh, and it will obviously mean my pulling out of Deus as well.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you know.
He says something about the township as well, doesn't he? He says about something like, we need to get a replacement for you because of the township, or
I'm not too sure.
I think it's because of the moving of the eco.
Oh
stuff,
no, he
yeah.
said my plant hasn't moved yet.
Yeah.
We that needs to be done first
Yeah.
before any
He's
replacement
like,
can
I
be
don't
done.
care.
Yeah, he's like, to get your replacement, all the members of Deus have to meet and agree.
Yeah. So, don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I called
You'll
that.
work it
I called
out.
that as well.
Yeah.
I was there.
He was like, you'll work something out.
It's like, that's not how this game is played. He looks so angry,
Yeah,
and
he
he's like,
does.
that word, the game, throwing it around all the
Yeah.
time. There's always got to be an end game, and I'm at it now.
Yeah,
so
I'm at my end.
you know.
You've taken everything from me.
Yeah,
And
he's
I'm
like
leaving with what little I have.
he said, like, White Rose is like, remember where your loyalties are. He's like,
Yeah.
I've been loyal to you for.
Yeah.
I've lost
Well,
everything.
yeah, I think
I've
he
given
says,
so much.
Yeah, so much, and
I'd
I'm
like to
leaving
leave with what
little I have
Yeah,
left.
exactly. So good.
Yeah.
It's crazy there, rivalry.
It's the moment where he's like, you do realise that New Year is 8 days away, and you're like, wait a second. This will get all the people in the same room in 8 days.
Yeah.
This
Perfect.
is what
It
Elliot
works
wanted.
out perfectly. Yeah. But there's a spanner to throw in the works. Because I wrote doing it for Angela. I guess I wrote that for Philip because that's what he's doing this all for. Like because he says on the phone, so he speaks to Elliot on the phone, and then Elliot's like, "It's done. It'll happen."
Yeah,
he's
Elliot's
like,
in the church, isn't he?
And he's like, "Thanks." He's like, "Don't thank me. I'm not doing it for you."
Yeah.
He's obviously doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe for himself a bit as well.
Yeah,
but
that's when Darlene walks in. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, who are you on the phone to?
No one.
It's like,
Yeah.
you're on the phone to no one.
Yeah, and that's when the conversation of what was going on your phone earlier? I saw Susan
Yeah.
Jacobs. What are you looking into her for?
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? What do you know about her?
Yeah.
He's like, something might have happened.
Yeah.
And that's where she basically reveals. And
Yeah.
he kind of figures it out as well. He's like,
Yeah, he was like,
It
it
was
was you
you.
that broke it. And
He's
then she was
she's
like, we needed a new...
You were in jail. We needed a new base for
Base,
FSA.
yeah.
But she caught you. And then,
Yeah.
what did you do? What happened?
Yeah.
And she's like, do you really want me to say it?
Yeah.
He's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, then...
And she's like, I didn't know how you'd react. I needed to know
know
that
that
we'd be
you'd still-
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And he's kind of like, yeah, I guess we're okay. He doesn't really say that.
No, but he kind of goes into... Tells her that he's trying to take down White Rose.
And she's like, that's suicide. What
Yeah.
you? And he's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But it's got to
And
be
then
done.
that's
Otherwise, I'm dead
Yeah.
with it. He's like, you're doing it for... So, and she's like, well, you're doing it for us because I'm
Yeah.
dead as well.
Yeah, I'll help you. And
Yeah.
he's like, I didn't want your help. No, you're not getting
No.
involved. And she's just like, well,
Well,
we're either both dead
because
or...
she mentioned the last transaction at the pet
Yeah.
animal shelter was her. That's
Yeah.
how they. Yeah. She's like, I'm already in this. I can.
Yeah.
And she puts the GPS thing on their phone. Yeah. It's like, I was surprised you. Like it was. Did she mention Phil Price? Did he say? I can't remember, but it's surprised you didn't.
No, yeah, she just said,
Surprised
she's
you would've-
surprised you're taking down, you said White Rose.
I thought it'd be all about
Vera.
Vera.
Vera?
He's like, what? Why would it be about him? What's he
Yeah.
got to do with any of this? He's like, I told you when he visited me 2 months ago. Like I spoke to you about it.
scared me outside your place and...
It freaked me out.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. He's like, I told you, yeah. And then I like, the shot
Yeah.
of just Mr. Robot sitting there, and then she starts talking again and moves in
Yeah.
front. It's so good.
yeah, you told me it was nothing to worry about. And it was good. And he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh." And then, what does she go to do? She's...
I don't know, but she leaves,
Yeah.
and then he's like, oh no, yeah. She's like, I gotta go do this, and then he's like, oh, I'll meet you. I'll be right with you.
Yeah, you come in.
And then he argues with Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
Like, well, no, Mr. Robot gets up and is like, I don't know what she is talking about.
Yeah. So
He's
of
like,
course
what
you
are you
do.
talking? How can we do this if I can't trust you?
Yeah.
You're not telling me things. He's like, I'm telling you, this is not me. She did not tell me this.
No.
And
Well, if
then
you didn't tell me, and didn't tell you, who did you tell?
I love this scene of just New York, and it's
Yeah.
just like zooming. It's one of the first shots in the show as well,
Yeah.
I think. We get the kind of... It's not even ticking this time. We've had ticking throughout the episode.
It's like a clunking.
But it was a clunking
Yeah.
sound, like machinery.
Yeah.
And it just pans into that room we've seen, which was
Yep.
from the pilot as well,
Yeah,
with Tyra.
Tyrell.
And just Elliot's spin.
Little Elliot.
Yeah, and the mum comes in and is like,
I've been looking for you everywhere.
yeah, you're not meant to be in that chair, it's not for you.
Yeah.
It's for him, we gotta wait for him to get here. It's like,
What?
who? Mr. Robot? No. Elliot? No.
The other one.
The other one. Oh my god, I got goosebumps throughout this episode. Is it? I've got a strong fear it could be us. That's such a
Could be
weird
us.
thing to say, but like,
That we've
it
been
makes
pulling the
sense.
shots the whole time.
But how?
Because we've been watching everything.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we've been
unfold.
watching it all. But how
Yeah.
could we watch the other things unfolding? Is it to do with weird Hadron Collider time travel-y things?
Who knows?
Spinning around like in
Yeah.
a circle. I don't know. Man, this show is insane, and I love it.
Like, you get a few things answered, and then just like more things unanswered every episode.
But like you feel like you've got a handle of what's going
Yeah.
on, and then a whole other can of worms
Yeah.
opens up, and you're like, "What is happening?"
But it's
Man.
also not to the point where you're like, oh, I just can't, like, I can't deal with this. Like, it's at a point where it keeps you gripped that you're like, wait a second.
I just want to watch more.
Like, because when some shows are so chaotic, you struggle to
Yeah.
keep in line with what's going on, and you can just be like, just walk away because you're like, oh, this makes no sense. But it gives you enough answers and
Okay.
enough unanswered bits to keep you like gripped in to be like,
Oh,
wait, what?
100%. And no, the writing of this this show is insane. It's so
Yeah.
good. It's just amazing. It's one of my favourite shows, and we haven't even finished yet.
No.
And like,
So much could happen.
there's a slight thing about me. This is weird to say. always a slight worry, like, are they going to fumble the ending, or am I not going to enjoy what they do? But the way this show has gone, I don't think they possibly could.
No.
At this point, I just don't think they can. And everyone says, like, this season's amazing. I just see it being great no matter what.
Yeah.
But even, like, shows where people have said they didn't like the ending and stuff, like, I've enjoyed. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed, like, the ending to Lost, for example.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but that's a completely different show. I don't know.
Yeah.
With this, I've got such high expectations.
They knew it was
but,
ending as well, which makes it.
Yeah, and that's the difference with this. Yeah, Sam Esmail had a plan, and it feels like there's been a plan the whole time, which is
the fact
great.
that we're interlocking back to like episode 1.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
4 seasons later, like.
What is Vera gonna do? Like, I don't know. Man. Well, we'll be back next time for episode 3 in season 4. We've got 11 more to go. It's gonna be a roller coaster of a ride.
Definitely.
Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, loved every second of this episode. It's madness. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. We will shut up there. And we'll be back in 5 episodes' time for episode 3. Yeah, just to get your expectations straight. If I keep up as good as I can with this, we'll be done mid-June. So in 3 months' time is about. It might be slightly after that because, you know, recording times and editing and if we're busy or whatnot, but we'll try our best. We'll be finished in 3 months. Crazy. Man, it's been a journey. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Next on the channel will be It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But we'll see you for more Mr. Robot. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.